Okay, Hal. Go through the things we went over today. First thing, the takeaway is a little too flat, so I'm going to come back to this swing, kind of show here, and recap what I showed you. Taking the club a little bit underneath that yellow line, which I really don't like to see. And you can see in this position how it's flat compared to that yellow line. I like to see it more where that blue line is. Then you come down, do a pretty good job of getting it back on plane there, and then up to the black line. And my only concern is that when you take it away flat, and especially with something like your driver where you start swinging it pretty hard, if the club is moving that way, tipping that way, you can really, if you're not careful, you get to really hitting it hard, you can really get to coming over it a little bit. You don't in this swing, but I'm just saying your longer clubs, you might do that, and it could cause a pull hook or a kind of a slap fade. Alright, so just watch that. Try to get it a little bit more on plane coming back. The one thing we talked about is create space, eliminate space. Okay? Number 2, the impact position. Again, let's draw a circle where the ball is, and then a line up from that. Form a right angle here. Okay, and let's see where our hands are at impact. Okay, there. So the hands got slightly forward. Okay, but my big thing is look at your left wrist right there. It's hard to see, but that left wrist is bent, kind of cupped like that, and that's a surefire scooping or cupping motion. Okay, so we want to stop that. If I could do a comparison, alright, draw that same 90-degree line. Let's see where his hands are in relation to that. Okay, so he hadn't hit the ball, and his hands, or the club handle is ahead of the head of the club. See how you're pretty even there? So through impact, you can see how straight his left wrist is here. Okay, and it stays that way. Look how extended he is. Look how close your hands are into your body, and that can only happen if that left wrist is cupping. I know you can't see it there. You can see it right there, just barely start cupping. See how it goes down and out. Okay, so it's kind of a lifting, scooping motion, which is going to cause that, pull hook. Or if your right hand in this position right here is your palm is facing the sky, it's going to cause that block fade or that fade. Okay, so his right hand is shaking hands with the target. His right hand's facing the sky over here. Okay, so that's the second thing, the impact position, which you were doing really well when we were about done the tournament, or about done the lesson. Third thing we were working on was popping that hip, and you just want to make sure that we don't let that left hip get past here, coming through. Okay, see how it slides a little bit past that. That right knee's moving past that just a little bit, and then it's straightening there. Okay, so that means our center of gravity is moving forward. Again, as compared to this one, I'll put it off his toe. Alright, and let him go. He initially drives, but then look at that line in relation there. See how he hadn't really, it's right on it, but it hadn't crossed through it. It hadn't blown through that line. So he's not sliding, he's turning out of the way. Okay, so try to work on that. And then the last thing, that plane on the downswing. Just make sure, I already went over this in the beginning, but make sure that it's not getting any steeper than that blue line coming down. If that club gets at all here, we're in trouble. especially with your driver, because that's when you're going to hit that shot that can really get going, left, or you can leave the club face open. It's just going to go right and keep going right. Okay, so just make sure it's the correct plane coming down. All right, Hal, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, my email address is right here at the top, ronhalljr@windstream.net. Just shoot me a question, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.